you have 2 black people working for you, and they are spewing the monkey, the this, the that, the that, all the racist comments. Like, you got a black man protecting your little ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't got to know me, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But these people are obviously close to you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You gotta love them.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this shit by yourself. You
Can't.
have to have a team. Team's black, a lot of them.
I think my entire team's black.
You know,
So now you just pissed off all the Jewish community?
No, I love Jewish people. Shalom.
You just came on here to just shit on everybody.
Nah, I love.
I mean, wow.
What? I got so many Jewish friends. What trying to get me caught up, brother?
brother is hilarious.
That was crazy.
What's the crazy situation?
You can't say that.
Oh my god, N3on got pressed really badly. Good for everyone. In this video, I want to review a short segment, a couple of clips from a N3on guest episode on The Breakfast Club, where, like I said, he got pressed pretty badly about some parts, like his past before being problematic, racist, and also his chat. And I'm gonna be honest, right? In these clips, he acts very bizarre. Like, he makes like the most bizarre arguments for why, you know, they're not that bad and how he moved on. I mean, people move on from, you know, the bad past plenty of times, but what he said here, you know, could have been structured better. And so furthermore, in my opinion, you know, no offense to Charlemagne or the people on there, but they could have done a better job, you know, on doing their research or pressing him harder, because some parts, they just messed it up badly, in my opinion. And also, if you guys will allow me 1 second, I will promote my gaming and clips on this channel, because, you know, if you like this commentary, I've got some pretty good gaming episodes and clips like this one. Should I press like spacebar to jump? Oh, take this shit, dude. I can't stop. Oh fuck. Oh, can I? So if you like that, maybe consider subbing to my channel and check out my other stuff. Thank you. So it started very early on when he brought up the drama he had with Kai and how he made a bizarre joke about him and his mom and how she was Harriet Tubman, which FYI, that's a famous black woman, for your knowledge. So let me play real quick.
Okay.
So real quick, I apologize, you know, for the quality of this, because you can just hear N3on and the other people barely, and that's because, you know, this episode is not out yet. So I apologize for the audio of the other people there not being that good. It's just simply a VOD from N3on stream. Anywho.
Okay.
So
What happened? What
So
happened?
look,
with Kai?
specifically, what happened with Sean Kai? What was it?
So he said like something little, and I think it, like at the time it pissed me off, and then
What do you say?
well, I don't really, you know, remember the exact details. This is years ago. I got short-term memory loss, but and then I said something back.
What'd you say?
I'm not gonna repeat it. You know, I don't want to repeat it because it was messed up, and I would never say anything like that again.
You know what he said? Anybody know?
Yeah, it's about his mom.
What?
Yeah,
Say what he said, John.
You said that you would his mom and that she's a fat Harriet Tubman.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Not only did you disrespect Kai's mother, you disrespected Harriet Tubman?
yeah. Because
And that was the first point that pissed off Charlemagne, you know, making this bizarre joke about Harriet Tubman. Very, again, I agree with him, that's a very dumb joke. And also, furthermore, it's not that good of a dig. Like, wow, she looks like Harriet Tubman. Like, okay, wow, good job of offending that person for barely an insult. Good job. But then you're skipping forward, right? Charlemagne brings it up again, being like, I'm sorry, I can't get over that. Were your parents racist? You know, why would you make that comment still, though?
and I could say whatever
you
without
can-
understanding the meaning of any of
You
it.
can F somebody's mom and
Yeah.
then using like Harriet Tubman as a slur?
Well, it's not the right thing to do, obviously.
So you were the person online that a lot of people on social media hate, right? Because you just troll people.
Right, two things right there. So when Charlemagne pressed him on that, he barely gave an apology. I mean, he said multiple times on stream, online, that he wants to move past his toxic past and the awful jokes he would make as shock factor. And even then, he always said, you know, like, oh yeah, it wasn't right to say. Like, not saying sorry, just that's it, not much. And so furthermore, right, I don't have any shade against these people, but there's one host, this guy with the red hat, where I know what he does is, but whenever there's an argument on the podcast, he sidetracks, you know, the whole thing to bring up a question that's nothing to do with the argument. And, you know, doing it one time, that's fine, you know, you want to de-escalate situations. But this guy, I swear to God, he does it like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, just press him more. I swear to God, like he should, you know, like respond to like some of these things they did before in the past. but he barely gets any heat in this podcast. Like, they do press him, but they could have, like, gave him way more shit, I believe, in my opinion. Anywho, moving forward for the second clip, if you guys remember, N3on did a collab with Sneeko where they flew out to Kanye West's studio to listen to some new songs, one of them being Heil, that one song. And I don't believe, they condone the song. However, they did do a stream there with just being like, wow, here we are, not that much. And that's what leads to another question by one of the other hosts in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, uncensored. How did you end up streaming with Kanye? How did that happen?
So Dave Blunt's, he was in Kanye's ear telling him like, yo, you gotta do a stream with this kid, whatever. Kanye tweeted me a few times, or Ye tweeted me a few times. And then it just never happened. And then Sneeko, another streamer, he was going to Spain to do the stream. And then they were like, oh, you can bring someone else, whatever. And
also,
then
in a quick second, get ready for the biggest glaze of Kanye in a minute.
he hit me up and it just all aligned perfectly. I was there for like 5 days before I actually got the stream. So it was like 8 a.m. wake ups. He was like just talking on and on. He was just a cool guy. Like just like seeing the way he lives life. And that dude is so talented and so like, he's the smartest guy I've ever been around. His mind's always racing. He's always doing new projects. Yeah.
Kanye.
Oh, so now you just pissed off all the Jewish community.
And I love the second he mentions, Kanye was being talented, whatever, Charlie means like, wow, good job pissing off Jewish people. And then at this part, it gets interrupted again by the other host in a red hat, but this part is so good.
No, I love Jewish people. Shalom.
You just came on here to just shit on everybody.
Nah.
I mean, wow.
What? I got so many Jewish friends. What?
Oh my
Nah, you trying to get me caught up, brother?
Hey,
That's what he says, brother, and they were like, wait, what'd you say, brother? Not like, like the normal brother, a brother with the A. That's so funny.
Put the A at the end.
brother, hilarious.
That was crazy.
What's the craziest situation?
You can't say that.
I seen you in Harlem with Jim Jones. What's the craziest situation?
And again, the fucking guy that interrupts it. Okay, again, if you're gonna see, I mean, you have a fucking podcast, arguments like this are very common. And a guy with a guy like N3on, right, with very problematic past, you can present that stuff. Why is he like, oh, you're like derailing it to bring a new question about, wait, what was he asking about?
What was the crazy situation you've been in that you didn't think you was gonna make it out besides?
I've been in a lot of.
What a boring fucking question. What was the crazy situation you ever been in where you weren't sure you were gonna make it out? I mean, that's a good question, but I want to hear like more about, Kanye West and how he might be anti-Semitic. I want to hear more about that. But again, it just skipped it. Anyways, anywho, once again, for the third clip, this is a part where I feel like some of the hosts there could do catch up more, on the culture of streaming and how it's managed. Because they bring up, like, how this woman, in a second, right here, she brings like how some of the people in this chat are fucking insane, calling black people monkey. And I don't think they know anything about, mods and how they should be timed out, because they're being very fair on him. But real quick, I'll open this up with one very bizarre chat that Charlemagne read out.
All right.
Somebody said the monkey club.
Okay, I was gonna say what
Oh my god. The fact, okay, fuck you for writing that. Why would you write that? That's insane. Whatever. And it's coming forward, right? After 4 minutes is when they press someone about the idea of his chatters and how he barely does anything to combat them and the insane fucking jokes that they make.
This was crazy, right? I'm glad that you're telling your chat to chill. I don't give a fuck about what they're saying about me. You have 2 black people working for you, 2 employees, and they are spewing the monkey, the this, the that, all the racist comments. And you got 2, like you got a black man protecting your little ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your cameraman, black.
Yeah.
You feel me? They ain't got to know me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But these people are obviously close to you.
Oh yeah,
Work for
100%.
You gotta love them.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this shit by yourself. You
Can't.
have to have a team. Team is black. A lot of them.
I think my entire team's black.
You know what I mean?
Publicist.
So it's like,
Shout out to Brandy.
Right. So. Right. So you might wanna.
Yeah, you got to tell them.
Man,
But I
you
mean,
gotta
you
tell them
can't
shit.
control that.
I told him to chill 3.
You can't control that.
You can't control that coming from Charlemagne. Yes, you fucking can. Get mods, time people out, all that shit. I mean, to be fair to N3on, maybe like his mods were, but like it was like the influx of monkey jokes were too much. But again, in my opinion, right, I feel like once a couple of people get banned for making that joke, all the other viewers they start making it. So maybe like the worst of moderation, but it was very light. But like this idea of N3on having no control on his chatters, that's very dumb. because he could easily just getting mods. I mean, bro, if I was doing a stream like on a podcast with black hoes, I'd have before like I would step in, I'd be like, no fucking funny jokes, okay? You know what you're thinking? Don't say them at all. But yeah, we're like, this part is so funny because like they don't really like know much about streaming, but if they did, they would press N3on so much harder.
Can't, but if they love him and they're following him, and it's like he gotta still be the representation.
Well, of course you can tell them to chill, but at the end of the day, it's the internet. Like the internet can say, like just like when I was at home, I could say whatever I want. Like
You're a fucking streamer, get mods.
there's no like stopping what a live chat says. Like if this was streamed,
I agree.
like there's literally there's nothing.
That's why when you catch
Never
one of
saying
them,
stop them. Just
you gotta
advocate
make an
for
example.
Of course, and
who you are. I know you can't control other people.
Of course,
That's why when you
but
catch one,
Hey, like that woman right there's like she's being very nice to him, you know. Like they're saying all this stuff, but I guess fair to you, you can't control it. Again, yes you can. Like look up the word mods. Okay, don't look up the dictionary, but look up like the Twitch TOS, and you know what they do exactly and how they can prevent this.
talking, you gotta make an example.
I will say this.
Period.
And again, like it fucking gets it gets derailed again by this guy in the red hat. My God. I'm sorry I don't know your name, but holy fuck, you ruined most of this. I'm sorry. So overall, bottom line, I actually like this podcast because there was a good conversation about N3on and his past. However, on the other hand, I feel like if choosing's right, if they had like more online knowledge on streaming, they could have a better argument. And second of all, if that guy in the red hat stopped derailing it, holy shit, like it could have been so much better. Because, in my opinion, right, with someone like N3on with an iffy pass, like he should like apologize for it a tiny bit. Because yeah, he fucked up sometimes before in the past. That's it.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?